they told us then that the boys were developmentally disabled. They were mentally retarded, and that they were very blunt and discouraging. They said that we should consider putting them in an institution. And right away, because the longer we put it off, the more difficult it's going to be for us to do something of that sort. And so they left us with that to think about. And we looked into it and decided that we couldn't do that.
There was nothing. It was so frustrating for us to feel that Christy had no place in this world, you know. It was like, and that's kind of the feeling I got from when I called the parents. We got a group together, and there was probably 5 families. We sat at our kitchen table. It seems like yesterday.
That's when
Ruth
Wood had decided to start a school, I think, out at North Broadway. Ruth was teaching special ed.
Ruth was a character. Ruth was very unique. She was this little lady who was short, and she was into everything, and she was active. She was very involved.
So we felt lucky that we landed in a place that had these facilities for them, you know.
But to me, it seemed like very unusual. In other words, it seemed like Boulder had a lot more to offer.
For whatever reason, and however it occurred, a group of us ended up together here in Boulder that enjoyed change and moving forward more than we did just sitting still and enjoying the comfort of having a nice home when everything was in its place. We wanted to do things different.
Family support,
Boulder Life Enrichment Program,
mental health services,
Core labor source,
Dayspring,
case management,
college for living,
IBHS behavioral services,
Group homes.
physical education,
innovations, lifelong learning opportunities,
out and about, the Red Balloon Daycare,
individualized services,
speech,
post-home program,
day program services,
early intervention,
A preschool program.
person-centered planning,
technology solution, arts and crafts,
a licensed child placement agency,
PCAs,
the early childhood programs,
work training,
with aging services.
staff sites program,
supported employment,
family services,
community living,
physical therapy,
foster care service,
community apartments,
The early daycare program.
the Imagine Foundation, various work opportunities,
Our infant and toddler program.
smart home.
community calendar activities.
we put it together so that it meets your need. It's about you, it's about your hopes and dreams.
We serve individuals, and it really is about helping them to be who they want to be in this world and to help them navigate that path in order to get there.
Something that has not changed, I think, in the years I've been in this field is the quality of people who are in this field. And I mean that quite sincerely. Just some of the incredible people that I've had the opportunity to meet and work with over the 30-some years I've been in this field has just been remarkable.
The compassion and care that the direct care staff offer to the people with that we serve is pretty awesome.
It's an incredible group. It's an incredible community effort, and it gets done because people are willing to do the hard work.
People will talk about Imagine and our team of people at Imagine saying, you guys treat each other so differently than everywhere else. Since I've been here forever now, it's hard for me to put my hands around what that is other than it's okay to disagree, it's okay to tell one another we're nuts, it's okay to, but we do all agree on we're going to take chances, and we're going to be bold, and we're going to be doing things that others might not. But since we all agree on that, nobody's beat up for it.
And we were encouraged to risk. We were encouraged to try new options, to create a new service. we were encouraged to constantly say, this isn't good enough.
I had an opportunity not only to grow and learn here, but to make mistakes here, and to learn from those mistakes, or to be forgiven for those mistakes and move forward and past them.
You know, when we'd make a mistake, you'd say, you made a mistake, and as long as you kind of acknowledge it, you moved on.
The culture of people coming together in the face of difficulty, to be able to come together and put aside their personal differences, their political differences, their whatever it is differences, and come together for solutions that for people who have disabilities.
Somebody always had a good idea that would help the clients be successful.
My relationship with Imagine is a lifestyle. It's not a job. I'm not checking in at one time and checking out at another. It's an integrated part of who I am and the service that I provide the community. You know, if somebody needs me or needs something from me at 10 o'clock at night, I'm gonna be there. It's part of my family.
It has been a family. It has been a huge part of my life. It has been the thing that has been my driving motivator for years and years and years and years and years. And part of that was because of the culture that I walked into when I walked into Imagine. That culture gave me the understanding that every day that I woke up and I came to work, I was doing good things.
And that's the reason I've stayed. You know, the clients became my family. The folks with whom I worked with, my fellow staff became my family, and together we were about creating something more than what the rules and regulations were, about what other people told us we should be. It was about what we were inspired to do.
We are unique because of the people that we're around, whether it be staff or whether it be the clientele that we serve.
You know, it's been an honor to work with these guys, to work with all the different groups here at Imagine.
All we did was take chances on behalf of people who apparently didn't have the chance they should have had in the beginning.
We have a 3.5-year-old son, Jack, who has received services in the past from Dayspring through the Imagine program for, I think, about 2.5 years.
By the time we basically found Imagine, I know personally I was feeling overwhelmed with all of the things that it felt like we had to try to get over, and so it was really great to basically have all this experience, a wealth of experience to help us kind of figure out, you know, what things needed to be addressed first and what our resources were.
You know, I've thought a lot about how do we say thank you to people that have truly changed our lives, and I don't mean that in a cliche type of way. I mean that in the most heartfelt, honest, profound way that I don't really know how we can ever thank these people other than, you know, by what we say and what we do. But I really believe that it's just made such a difference with Jack from where he was to where he is now, and where we hope that he's going to go in the future.
Imagine has a huge, huge impact on Lindsay's life. I mean, we couldn't even begin to thank this whole program enough. What would we do without Imagine? I have no idea.
The people at Imagine they've been great. They've been wonderful to work with and very, very supportive. We were unsure when we started this whole process how it was going to work and whether we were going to get anything out of it, and they were just very open and friendly and just gave us the reassurance that, you know, if there were any problems or we had any questions, that they were there for us.
So I feel so grateful that we had so much help early on, and that we could take advantage of it, that Joe would not be anywhere near where he is now if we hadn't have had Imagine helping us.
In the beginning, Chris was shy, and because of some of the issues he had been through, didn't have a lot of friends, and not everybody understands our kids with disabilities, whether they're developmental or physical. And he came into Out and About, and it has just become these are his friends. This is his community, and as he's become a teenager, every teenager needs to have a group that they feel part of, and this is the group that he feels part of. But it's not just Chris who gets the support, it's me who gets the support too, and we get support as a family.
Imagine has always, I think, looked toward the future. I think we've been involved in understanding and reading the tea leaves, so to speak, of where the current system is experiencing problems and what will happen in the future.
I think that the future holds endless possibilities for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities in the community. Not only because I see the community beginning to understand and rise to the occasion, but because I think Imagine offers a unique environment to the people that work here to be creative, to try things out and be able to work systems and scenarios, even if nobody else has ever tried that before.
The concept that technology will play a role in our services.
And by pairing the person with the technology and pushing it in the way that we want it to go, I really do see that technology is going to do something, that people will become more independent and more employable.
But it's really about those individual needs. And so it's about working with the family of the individual who wants to live in their own house, or working with the individual and the family of the person that is now in the regional center and has some significant medical needs but could be in the community, and what will life look for them with technology or with other options and accessible housing, and how does that change things? And you know, it really is more individualized.
Really asking families what they need and what they want, and then trying to help make that happen. And then just opening the community up and really looking at community resources and how we collaborate.
And that we get on the front end of helping people grow, that we're educating and we're supporting and we're seeing them put goals out there and then breaking those goals down so that they're able to accomplish them and continuing to develop what they want.
And it's all about just taking the risk, putting yourself out there, and just trying to do something more than just what is.
Believing.
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 Believing. Believing
In
the potential
of
all.
Believing in the potential of all.
Believing in the potential of all.
Believing in the potential of all.
Creyendo en el potencial de todos.
Believing in the potential of all.
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 Hi, my name is Matt. I believe in the potential of all.
Believing in the potential of all.
Believing in the potential of all.